Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector everyone to another exciting episode on our channel where we dive deep into the hidden treasures of American coinage, the rare collectibles that could be sitting right inside your change jar, your family's old coin box, or even that forgotten drawer in your home. Today, we're talking about one of the most fascinating coins in United States history, the 1976 Liberty half dollar. Yes, that's right. The bicentennial half-dollar that commemorates 200 years of American independence, a coin that millions of people have held in their hands without ever realizing just how special it could be. But here's the twist, some of these coins have turned out to be worth a small fortune, and in certain cases, one has even been valued at an unbelievable $743,000. So, grab your coffee, sit back, and let's take a trip through history, design, and the astonishing world of coin collecting to uncover why this seemingly ordinary half-dollar might actually be your ticket to big money. The story of the 1976 Liberty half-dollar begins with celebration, the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. To honor this monumental milestone in American history, the United States Mint decided to do something special. Instead of producing the regular coins featuring the standard designs, the Mint introduced unique commemorative designs for the quarter, half-dollar, and $1 coins. These special issues were struck in both copper-nickel-clad and 40% silver versions, and they carried a dual date, 1776 to 1976, to mark the bicentennial year. This was the first time in modern American coinage that the date was changed to represent a historical event rather than a single year of mintage. The 1976 half-dollar still featured the familiar portrait of President John F. Kennedy on the obverse, the same design created by Gilroy Roberts shortly after Kennedy's assassination in 1963. But the reverse was completely new. Instead of the presidential seal that normally appeared on the coin, the Mint introduced a bold and patriotic design by Seth G. Huntington. His depiction showed Independence Hall in Philadelphia, the very building where both the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution were debated and signed. Above the building proudly stood the words United States of America, with the motto "In God We Trust" remaining on the front. This design captured the spirit of the nation's birth and was an instant favorite among collectors and everyday Americans alike. Now, millions of these bicentennial Kennedy half-dollars were struck, which makes many people assume they are all common and only worth 50 cents. But that is where the story gets interesting. Not all 1976 Liberty half-dollars are created equal. Some were struck in special sets using silver planchets with proof or uncirculated finishes. Others were produced in extremely limited numbers at the San Francisco Mint, and a few rare errors and varieties have surfaced over the years that have made collectors go wild. These rare varieties, especially those with striking mistakes or unique compositions, can command astonishing prices on the coin market. One of the most talked about examples is a rare 1976 Kennedy half-dollar struck on a silver planchet intended for another denomination. This error coin, verified and graded by professional certification companies, sold for a jaw-dropping price of over $740,000. Imagine that, a half-dollar that most people would pass over without a second thought, turning out to be worth the price of a luxury home. These high-value coins are not myths. They are authenticated examples that prove how small minting mistakes or special variations can make all the difference in numismatic value. So, what makes certain 1976 half-dollars worth so much? There are a few key factors. First, the composition. While most bicentennial halves were made of standard copper-nickel, a limited number were struck in 40% silver, especially in collector sets issued by the U.S. Mint. If you find one with a distinct silver edge instead of a copper-colored one, that's already a good sign. The next factor is condition. Coins that have never been circulated, those that remain in mint or proof condition, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the demand and grading. But the biggest value jump comes from errors, coins struck on the wrong planchet, double dies, off-center strikes, or coins with missing elements. These mistakes are extremely rare and can turn a regular coin into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The 1976 bicentennial series also carries immense historical and sentimental value. For collectors, these coins represent more than money. They symbolize 2 centuries of American independence, resilience, and progress. The image of Independence Hall reminds people of the founding ideals of liberty and democracy, while the dual date tells the story of a nation that continues to evolve. Even if your $50 isn't one of the ultra-rare era coins, its design and story still make it a cherished piece of American heritage. Many families hold onto these coins as keepsakes or gifts passed down through generations, unaware that a closer look might reveal something extraordinary. Now let's talk about the market side of things. The coin collecting market, also known as numismatics, is constantly shifting, and prices for rare coins have been climbing steadily over the last few decades. As of now, certain rare 1976 Kennedy $50 have been recorded at auction selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and certification. Even more common silver-proof versions in pristine condition can sell for significant premiums compared to their face value. That's why collectors and treasure hunters across the country are revisiting their old collections, checking every coin for details that could make all the difference. If you want to know whether your 1976 Liberty $50 is special, here are a few simple tips. Start by checking the mint mark. Coins struck in Philadelphia have no mint mark, those from Denver have a small d, and the ones from San Francisco carry an S mark. The S mint mark coins are often the silver versions, especially those that came in special collector sets. Next, inspect the coin's edge. If you see a silver-colored edge without any visible copper band, you likely have one of the 40% silver issues. Lastly, always check the condition. Coins that are shiny, crisp, and free of scratches or wear are far more valuable than those that have been in circulation for years. Collectors also recommend getting rare coins authenticated by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. These companies verify the authenticity and condition of your coin, and once graded, your coin can be sold or auctioned with much higher confidence and value. A certified 1976 Kennedy $50 in high mint state condition can fetch impressive prices, and the rarest examples with striking errors or silver planchets can reach into the hundreds of thousands, as seen with the one valued at $743,000. So next time you come across a 1976 Liberty $50, don't just toss it back into your change jar. Take a closer look. That simple 50-cent coin might be hiding a story worth telling, and possibly a fortune waiting to be discovered. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about money. It's about history, art, and the thrill of discovery. The bicentennial Kennedy $50 is a perfect symbol of that excitement, a piece of American history that reminds us that sometimes, the most extraordinary treasures are found in the most ordinary places. Thank you all for tuning in to today's episode. If you enjoyed learning about the 1976 Liberty $50 and want to explore more hidden gems from American coinage, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another video. Share this video with your friends and family. Who knows, maybe one of them has a fortune sitting right in their pocket change. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep the spirit of discovery alive. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most incredible discoveries in modern American coin history. It is the mysterious and extremely rare 1983 Liberty $50 USA coin, a coin that has gained legendary status among collectors and investors alike. This coin is not only rich in history and symbolism but has also shocked the market with an unbelievable current value that has reached a staggering $569,000. Yes, you heard that right, more than $500,000 for a single coin minted in 1983. Now before we get into the story behind its astonishing value, let's take a moment to understand the background of the Liberty $50 itself. The $50 denomination has long been a symbol of American pride and artistry. It has featured some of the nation's most beloved designs, from the Walking Liberty to the Franklin half and later the Kennedy $50. Each one tells a different chapter of America's history, blending patriotism, craftsmanship, and the evolution of our national identity. The year 1983 holds a special place in U.S. minting history because it marked a transitional period for coin production. The country was recovering from the economic challenges of the 1970s, and the mint was refining its production standards, materials, and design details. During this time, a small number of test strikes and special minting variations occurred, and among those, the 1983 Liberty half-dollar became one of the most extraordinary coins ever made. Now, here is where things get really interesting. Most people are familiar with the Kennedy half-dollar that has been produced since 1964, but the so-called 1983 Liberty half-dollar is not part of the regular circulation series. It is believed to be a rare experimental strike or a limited proof issue that never went into mass production. Some experts even suggest that it may have been a prototype coin or a private mint piece struck in extremely low numbers to test new die engravings and metal compositions. Whatever its origin, the coin itself is a true masterpiece. It features the iconic image of Lady Liberty, standing proudly with flowing hair and holding a torch of freedom, symbolizing the enduring spirit of the United States. The reverse side showcases the American eagle, wings spread wide, surrounded by the motto, "In God We Trust," and the denomination mark. The details are so sharp and the craftsmanship so fine that collectors often describe it as one of the most beautiful modern coin designs ever seen, but beauty alone doesn't make a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. What truly drives the value of the 1983 Liberty half-dollar is its rarity and mysterious background. According to coin experts and auction records, only a handful of these coins are known to exist today, and each one carries a unique story of how it was discovered. Some were found in old coin rolls, others in forgotten collections, and a few even surfaced at estate sales where owners had no idea what treasure they were holding. When one of these coins appeared at auction, collectors went wild. The bidding wars were intense, with offers climbing rapidly as numismatic enthusiasts from around the world tried to secure one of the few known specimens. The final hammer price shocked everyone when it crossed the $569,000 mark, setting a new record for a modern half-dollar coin. So what makes this particular coin so valuable? It comes down to three main factors: rarity, condition, and demand. First, rarity. The number of surviving examples is believed to be fewer than 10, making it rarer than most commemorative or era coins. Second, condition. Most of the known coins are in mint state or proof-like condition, meaning they were preserved with extraordinary care or never entered circulation at all. Third, demand. Coin collectors, investors, and even museums are constantly on the lookout for coins that tell a story, and the 1983 Liberty half-dollar does exactly that. Now, let's talk about the coin's market performance. Over the past decade, the value of this coin has steadily increased as more people become aware of its existence. Early sales in the 1990s were in the low thousands, but as authentication improved and provenance became clearer, prices began to skyrocket. Today, even a lower-grade specimen can fetch tens of thousands of dollars, while pristine examples, especially those certified by leading grading companies, can easily approach or exceed that record figure of $569,000. Collectors often ask, how can I tell if I have one of these coins? The best way to start is by examining the design and date. Look closely at the year 1983, the Liberty depiction, and the lettering style. The texture and edge details are also distinct. The coin has a fine reeded edge and a brilliant metallic sheen that sets it apart from standard half-dollars. However, because counterfeiters have tried to replicate this design, it's crucial to have the coin examined by a reputable grading service or numismatic expert before assuming it is genuine. Another fascinating aspect of the 1983 Liberty half-dollar is how it continues to spark debate among historians and collectors. Some argue that it was a secret mint experiment that was never meant to be released, while others believe it was privately struck to commemorate a special event or historical anniversary. Whatever the truth may be, the aura of mystery surrounding this coin only adds to its desirability and market value. In recent years, social media and coin forums have reignited public interest in this piece, with collectors sharing photos, stories, and even videos of their finds. The 1983 Liberty half-dollar has become something of a legend, a modern-day treasure hunt that keeps enthusiasts checking their coin jars, drawers, and old collections in hopes of striking gold, or in this case, silver. If you are lucky enough to find one, it is not just a piece of metal. It's a piece of history. It represents American art, craftsmanship, and a moment in time when the minting process itself was evolving. It also shows how something seemingly ordinary can hold extraordinary value, a reminder that treasures often hide in plain sight. So as we look at this incredible story, the message is clear. Never underestimate the coins in your collection, and never assume a coin from the 1980s has no value. The 1983 Liberty $50 proves that even modern-era coins can reach unbelievable prices when rarity, beauty, and mystery combine, and that brings us to the end of today's deep dive. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another story about rare coins worth big money. Share this video with your friends or anyone who might have an old coin collection lying around. Who knows, they might be sitting on a treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep your eyes open, keep your coins safe, and keep collecting. You never know what hidden gem might be waiting for you next.